turns out that the person who was caught stealing on camera was none other than a criminal defense lawyer named Stephen McGilvray. For that, we go to the Wake County Courthouse in Raleigh, North Carolina, where visitors, attorneys, and employees of the court are entering the building through the main security checkpoint. Among them was Robert Jeffries, who was in court to pay off his court-ordered debt. Jeffries picked up his belongings and walked toward the elevator, but inadvertently dropped his wallet in the process. It wasn't until he attempted to make the payment on another floor that he realized his wallet was missing. Inside was $1,600 in cash.
And I jumped up, I said, "Judy, you see my wallet?" And she just started crying because she knew how much money I had on me.
Moments later, a man in a suit made his way through the checkpoint and became aware of the situation. He picked up the wallet, looked around to see if anybody noticed, and headed towards the elevator. He checked the contents of the wallet and eventually pocketed it. The man went up to the 4th floor and 5 minutes later was back in the elevator, this time with the wallet in his folder. He got off on the 1st floor and turned in the wallet to security, minus the cash, telling them he found it in the bathroom. Security called Jeffries and told him a man who was in court earlier that day had returned his wallet. What was that man doing in court? Defending other convicts. It turns out that the person who was caught stealing on camera was none other than a criminal defense lawyer named Stephen McGilvray. McGilvray later pleaded guilty to misdemeanor larceny and was disbarred, fired from his job, and no longer allowed to practice law in the state of North Carolina. As for Jeffries, arrangements were made to return $1,600 back to its rightful owner.